Hi guys, Harry here from the Art Gear Guide. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, it's that time of the year again where I publish my Christmas lists. I've been doing this now for about 4 or 5 years, and this year I've tried to compile the lists and make them specific to certain groups, just to make it that little bit easier. So the lists that I've done is obviously this one, which is for art enthusiasts, and I'll explain that to you in a second. The next one is for luxury art items, which are a little bit expensive, but they're the type of things that obviously, you wouldn't ordinarily buy during the year. So at Christmas time, when we all indulge ourselves a little bit, if we can afford it, we might as well do it. Or if, we're buying for a loved one or something like that. The next one is the artist Christmas gift list. Now that one is centered around products that are only rated by ASTM or Blue Wool, so that if you go and select an item from that list, you will be able to, you will know that you can paint with confidence because the products are all highly light fast and they're all rated by one of the two standards. If you want to know more about my thoughts on products that are light fast tested in-house as opposed to ASTM or Blue Wool, I did do a live stream not that long ago. It's over on the website and it's titled The Difference Between Artist Grade and Artist Quality. So if you want to know more about that, go ahead and watch that. The next list is the art book guide for Christmas. That is a list of fantastic books that I have personally purchased and read over the years, and they've really helped me. So I've put them in this list, and maybe one of you guys would buy one of these books for yourself or for a loved one to help them on their art journey. And then finally, I have a Christmas stocking filler list. Now that is just smaller items, very inexpensive, but very, very desirable, and products that will really help the artist in whatever it is that you're buying the product for. So really nice, functional, but desirable products for the Christmas stocking. And like I say, not too expensive either. So this list is called the Christmas list for the art enthusiast. Now, what I mean by that is this was my favorite list to do, because this is a bunch of products that I feel are high quality products that will allow you to produce absolutely gorgeous artwork, but they're not all necessarily light fast tested by the Blue Wool or the ASTM. Some of them are in-house light fast tested, but that's not the issue around these products. They're put in this list because they're for people that just want to get relatively inexpensive art products that are really good quality, for whether they're doing adult coloring books, whether they're doing stuff like I do, which is just drawn for yourself. Whatever it is, they're inexpensive yet gorgeous, high quality art products. And so I enjoy doing this list the most, I think. So without any further ado, let's get on with the list. So the first thing, as I'm sure a lot of people expected, is the Koh-i-Noor Polycolor colored pencils. You guys know I love Koh-i-Noor. I think their Polycolor range is just superb. Incredibly inexpensive for the type of pencil you get. This is one of these pencils that is in-house light fast tested, so it's a little bit tricky to understand the meaning of that in comparison to the ASTM or Blue Wool, but that's not important when you're buying a set of pencils like these. The Polycolor offer great pigment, great coverage. I mean, like, I've done a really in-depth review of the Polycolor. They are just a superb pencil, and like I say, not very expensive either for what you get. Now, the prices on all of these products, as is the case with the other lists, will be over on the written review. And for anybody that's new to the channel or the website, the reason why I do that is because every Sunday I go through the list of links that I've provided for people, Make sure that they are still the cheapest links out there for you guys, so that you know that if you click a link on my website, you are going to get the cheapest product about. It's exactly the same with these. Although it's only a month before Christmas, these prices can still go up and down, and so I will make sure every Sunday that I check the prices and make sure that they are good and that they are the lowest ones that I can find for you guys. Next up is the Art and Fly color pencils. Now, listen, Art and Fly reached out to me quite a while ago, and at the time when I first done a review of their pencils, they only had a set of 48. They've now gone up to 72, and the colors that's in the palette. Now I have the 72 set, and I've yet to do the review. Although it's not really a review, because I've actually reviewed the pencil. It's more just a showcase of the additional colors that they've put into the 72 palette over the 48 palette. But they are gorgeous pencils, really inexpensive, but they've got this really nice hard core, which delivers a really good coverage of pigment, and the core reminds me a little bit of a mixture between FaberCastell Polychromos and the Derwent Artist pencil. Like I say, the core stays nice and sharp for a good period of time, and the layering ability of these pencils is excellent on the right paper. On a paper something like mixed media or vellum, the coverage is just superb. So I put these pencils in the list. I thought these pencils are really good value for money, excellent value for money. Next up is this gorgeous Meaden 3-drawer Artist Supply storage box with an easel. Now, I've got these little storage drawers, and I know a lot of you guys do as well, for your pencils to go in. Now, when I'm going to do a piece to draw with just colour pencils, I'll go into the drawers that I have and pick out the colours that I need and put them in jars. And when I'm actually working on the piece, I've got pencils all over the place. There's no organisation, nothing like that. I would love something like this, because what I would use this for is, if I was doing a piece, I would use the easel, but I would use those 3 drawers underneath it for keeping just the pencils that I'm using for that particular art piece. And each time I do a new art piece, just put the pencils back into the other drawers and, you know, replenish it with the pencils that you need. Really nice thing about this setup is, as well, is as you can see by the images, the drawers themselves are clipped shut. So when you're taking this thing about with you, once you close down the easel, and you have this really nice leather handle on the side, nothing's going to fall about. Everything's safe and it's all in its place, and you don't have to worry about carrying it in one of the drawers, sliding out, and all your really expensive precious pencils smashing all over the ground. That's not going to happen at all. And also, you can see here that the top 2 drawers are a little bit smaller than the bottom one. Now, the top 2 drawers have got dividers, just like the pencil drawers that we all have. The bottom drawer is a little bit deeper, and it doesn't have any dividers, so you know, you can put larger items in there. But this, I thought this was a really, really gorgeous product. Like I say, I have the drawers, I just don't have this one here with the easel on it, and I just think this is gorgeous. Next up is the Brutfuner 520 collection of colour pencils. Now, this is a great gift to give anybody. When I did this review, when I got these pencils, my mind was exploding all over the place every time I tried to categorize the colors, put them all together, put them in color families, that type of thing, because there's just so many of them. But they're a really nice quality pencil. if you're an adult coloring book artist, or you're a crafter or anything like that, or like I say, an artist like myself who likes to just do art occasionally for myself, a set like this is, you're never going to run out of color. You know, you're never going to come across a color that you need that you don't have with this set. Now, is 520 pencils too much? Yes, of course it is. It's obscene, but nevertheless, it's Christmas time and this is a gift, and I personally think it's a gorgeous set of pencils. Next up, I've got the brush tip Art X markers. Now, Art X, I've done a few reviews. In fact, I think the drawing I did, the Lady and the Tramp drawing, I think that was done using for the Art X brush tip markers. But this company, they don't just provide the markers. You know, they have a system in place for setting the markers up when you are working with them, so that you have easy access to them. They've got these little bags that the markers all fit into upright, so that you don't just throw them in, and when you're looking for a color, you spend forever and a day looking for the color. They really have thought of a lot of different things. They've tried to help out issues that marker artists have, and they've tried to solve those issues. But the markers themselves are really high quality. It's same with the brush tips as well. The brush tips are just superb, and for the price that you pay for these markers, it's crazy. Next up is the Lyra Rembrandt Polycolor color pencils. Now, I get a lot of questions from people, and I think the top question I get is, what's the cheapest set of pencils that people can buy yet get a good quality pencil? And I always put the Koh-i-Noor Polycolor or the Lyra Rembrandt Polycolor pencils in that category. These pencils are gorgeous, and the price that you pay for them, for what you get, is unbelievable. There's 72 in this set. You can also get a set of 12 greys. Now, out of that set of 12 greys, I can't remember off the top of my head, I think 4 of them are already in the set, so you're really only getting 8. But nevertheless, it's another little set that you can get to add on to the 72 set, and as I stated, it's 12 greys, so you've really got like 6 warm and 6 cool greys in that little set. Again, the prices will be over on the Art Gear Guide. Next up is a set of Caran d'Ache Swiss Color Aquarelle. This is a 40 set. Now, the Swiss Color by Caran d'Ache, they kind of like fall in around student grade, just maybe slightly below student grade. But anything with Caran d'Ache, like a student grade pencil from Caran d'Ache, can sometimes equate to an artist grade pencil in terms of pigment strength when it comes to other companies. But the Swiss Color are a really well established pencil, and they are water soluble, so you get the best of both worlds there. Also, because there are 40 colors in this set, and they're water soluble, you can create as many different colors as you want. But the palette in here is really exceptional for a 40 set, and again, relatively inexpensive for what you get. If you are a watercolor artist or you enjoy using watercolor pencils, this is a set that you should definitely try. You will definitely get your money's worth from this pencil. Next up is a big set of pencils, but they are probably the most iconic pencil when it comes to color pencil artists, and that is the Prismacolor Premiere. Now, if you read my my review of the Prismacolor, I had I purchased a set of 72 whenever I first started out in colour pencils. Everybody I was watching at that time, like I said, about 5 or 6 years ago, they were all using Prismacolor pencils. Very few people were using things like polychromos or luminance. The odd artist was. Some of the artists that I were using, like I say, were using Prismacolor, and so I really wanted to try and get these pencils. I got a 72 set, and nearly every pencil in the 72 set was shattered, and you know, the core was broke. The age-old issue with Prismacolor. So I was really disappointed, and because we live in the UK, Prismacolor couldn't do anything about it. About a year later, I bought another 72 set, and the same thing happened, and I thought to myself, right, that's it, I'm not going anywhere near Prismacolor again. I'm not wasting my money. Then about maybe 2 years after that, I decided that I was going to give Prismacolor one more chance, and I went and got the 150 set. Now, I've used these Prismacolor pencils so much that I think I've almost replaced nearly every one of them because of using them. Not one pencil in this 150 set that I had broke, or you know, the core was shattered or anything like that. Now, I don't know whether that's down to Prismacolor listening to the customers and doing something about the quality control, or whether I was just really lucky, but I don't think it was down to me just being lucky, because like I say, I've replaced a lot of these pencils open stock and none of them have shattered. So I think that Prismacolor, with the competition that they have out there, bearing in mind that they were probably the world leader when it comes to colour pencils, when the likes of the Caran d'Ache Luminance and Derwent started bringing out all their pencils and what have you, I think Prismacolor have really thought to themselves, right, you know what, we need to up our game here and start quality controlling our pencils. Anyway, nevertheless, this 150 set by Prismacolor is just amazing, and there are colours inside this 150 set that I just cannot find anywhere else. A lot of them are the greys, the peach beige, the purples and the violets, and there's loads of colours in there that are just absolutely beautiful. And it doesn't matter what genre of art you do. If you have this 150 set of Prismacolor, you will have colours in there to do whatever art you want. And as I said, if you're interested in knowing whether Prismacolor Premiere pencils can achieve fine art colour pencil work, all you've got to do is go across to my book list, and you will see a couple of books in there by a lady called Cynthia Knox. If you don't know who she is one of my personal favourite colour pencil artists, but she is outstanding. She's an outstanding artist, but she's also a phenomenal teacher of the colour pencil medium. But if you look at her work, it's all done by Prismacolor pencils, and her work is just astonishing. Okay, next up is the FaberCastell. It's a 60 set of the FaberCastell Classic Red. Now, this set is really inexpensive, but I got them a long time ago just to review them, and I was absolutely staggered by the quality of the pencil. Now, they feel like a cheap and light pencil in your hand, but the core of the pencil, which is where the, you know, where you want to be good, these pencils are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And for the price of them, I've got no idea how FaberCastell get away making any money with these pencils, because I think they could probably get away with, you know, putting them in a higher bracket or something. Not that I want them to. I don't want them to. I'm quite happy with them being cheap, but they are just gorgeous pencils. So next up is the Marco Tribute Master Collection. Again, our beautiful set of pencils. Light fastness doesn't really come into this here, although they're probably in-house light fast tested. But these pencils, as you can see, they come in like a little book format, just like the Tombow Iridescent pencils. There is 80 in here, but you can also get a tin set from the Marco Tribute Master or Marco Tribute Collection, and that will give you 120 colors. This set here, this 80 set, is just a gimmick really because of the packaging and stuff like that. But the pencils inside are gorgeous. They perform excellent. The artwork I did with these, I was really pleased with it as well. So this is definitely a set worth getting. And that's it, guys. That's my list of wonderful products. Really good, high quality products at a really inexpensive price for art and color pencil artist enthusiasts. So crafters, adult color and book artists, people like myself that just love to draw, not really interested in whether they're light fast or anything like that, because I don't sell my work. If you sell your work or you think you're going to get into that type of area, then the list that you should really take a look at is the Artist Christmas list. That one has got all the products that you're going to need to ensure light fastness. Light fastness is incredibly important if you're going to be doing selling your artwork or putting it into galleries, things like that. It's very important to consider. But if you're not doing any of that, don't worry about light fastness. It's not really super important, unless of course you're going to hang up your work in your own house and you don't want it to fade. It's going to be in direct sunlight or something like that. Then again, use something light fast that's going to keep it safe. Anyway, guys, that's my roundup there for the perfect Christmas gift for art enthusiasts. I will obviously speak these all before Christmas, but as this is a Christmas list, I just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you all have a fantastic holiday. I know there's people out there that don't celebrate Christmas, which is absolutely fine. But for you guys that don't celebrate Christmas, there's nothing stopping you from enjoying a little bit of indulgence of purchasing something for yourself. Listen, when it comes to St. Paddy's Day, everybody is Irish. Everybody's Irish. And it's just to get in on the fun. I know there's obviously much more serious issues about why we celebrate Christmas and stuff like that, but that's not what these lists are about. That's something that we all partake individually as our own individual families. But anyway, thank you all so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you all again in the next video. And be safe, and I see you all soon. Bye.